Hey guys, welcome back to EasyToKeto. Now, being on keto for several years now, one of the biggest things that I've missed, and I know a lot of you have missed because you put comments on some of my videos, is dal, like Indian dal. Now, it's such a comforting thing to have dal as a part of your dinner or your lunch or whatever big meal that you're enjoying. But as you know, on keto, we don't eat beans, we don't eat any kind of lentils, so that makes it really, really difficult until now. But remember, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that every time I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. So to make my dal today, I'm going to be using Lupin. Now, ground Lupin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this product, but it's like the most amazing thing, especially for vegetarians, because take a look at the nutrition information here. 1/3 cup of dry Lupin has 16 grams of protein. That's just incredible. And look at the fat, it's not a lot of fat. And the best part, look at the carbs. 16 carbs, 15 dietary fiber. So you get net 1 carb from a serving of this. Now Lupin, again, if you're not familiar with it, Lupin is a bean and it is a legume. It's from the legume family. So it is similar to a peanut. So if you're allergic to peanuts or if you have some kind of allergy to peanuts, then this is probably not for you. But if you're not, then this is super perfect. So Lupin beans, this particular product is ground Lupin beans, which means that they're crushed. It's not a powder, it's not a fine powder, but it's actually small granules. And it's gonna work perfect for our texture for a dal. So the best part of this recipe is there's no pressure cooking like you would normally pressure cook dals, or even cook it on the stove for like an hour to make sure those lentils cook down. It's gonna be a super simple recipe. You'll probably get done with this entire process in 10 minutes. So first things first, we're gonna take 1 cup of this Lupin, and it's dry Lupin. You see how it's like nice and granular like this? And I have a microwave safe container here. Pour that in. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, a good measure for salt to Lupin is you can take 1/2 teaspoon per 1/2 cup of Lupin. And I have 2 cups of plain water. Pour that in there. Give that a good mix, just to mix the salt through. And now I'm going to pop this into the microwave. I'm going to put it in for 3 minutes initially, take it out, give it a stir, and then put it in for 1 more minute. So here it goes. Okay, that's the final minute. And most of that water is now absorbed. So now that the Lupin is cooked, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take approximately half of it, half of the Lupin, which is still whole or ground, and then the other half right here, I'm gonna take it in my grinder and I'm gonna grind it into a smooth paste. And here we go. Look at that, it's a nice smooth paste. Let me show you this. Look at that, it's really creamy. Perfectly ground up. Now I'm going to go over to the stove and finish this off. So I've got a pan here, and on medium heat I have 3 tablespoons of ghee that I'm going to heat up. Now if you're a vegan, feel free to substitute that with coconut oil, that's fine, or any avocado oil or any oil of your choice. And once that ghee is hot, I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of cumin seeds and let them sizzle. Here's a 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/8 teaspoon of Asafoetida or Hing, a few curry leaves, some green chilies, a few crushed garlics, and about 2 teaspoons of crushed ginger. Give that a good mix. And we're going to let those garlics just brown just a tad bit. And in goes 1 medium tomato chopped. And we're going to cook this just until the tomato softens up just a bit. Okay, that tomato looks perfect. It's been cooking under a minute. And at this point, I'm going to add in our cooked Lupin, the whole portion of it. And also the ground portion of it. Go ahead and give that a good mix. And I'm adding 2 cups of water. and mix that through. At this point, I can also adjust the salt, and we're going to let this come to a boil. And our dal is boiling nicely. At this point, we can switch out the stove, garnish it with some fresh cilantro, and a little bit of fresh lime. It's just gonna make it perfect. And that's it, our dal is ready. Now look at it, it took under 10 minutes and it is legit a dal. Now the reason we ground half of it into a smooth paste and kept the other whole is, look at the texture. It's perfect. There's a little bit of wholeness in there that you kind of feel like you're getting the texture of dal, yet it's all combined together really nicely and it holds together really nicely. One of the characteristics of Lupin is that it absorbs water, but only to a certain point, and it never really like mushes down like tur dal or any moong dal, any of the other dals. It never mushes down unless you grind it. And because we ground it, it actually completely homogenized the entire mixture, and it is perfect. The only thing to do is give it a shot. This is the closest to dal that I have ever gotten ever since my journey on keto began. So if you're like me, my husband, my family that really missed dal, it was like an integral part of our normal meals before keto, prior to keto, and now after it, I feel like I got it all back again. So I hope you get to try this recipe out. You're going to be simply floored. It's so delicious, and it's going to definitely be part of your normal rotation of things that you enjoy, especially with Indian food. So if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and your family, people who are maybe diabetic and looking for low carb options, even though they're not on keto. And of course, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And be sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell, get your notifications, and remember, it's easy to keto if you know how. Thanks for watching. Bye.